There is one trick that connects Premiere to After Effects so cleanly, it feels like magic. No exporting, no lost quality, just flow. And since one of my subscribers right here on the screen asked how I do it, here is the full breakdown. Let's get into it. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is obviously have some sort of footage, right? It's gonna be footage based, right? So what I did before this video started is I recorded a short little clip with dead space in the middle of each of my talking segments. We're gonna take that clip and we're gonna throw it into Premiere. We're gonna use Premiere's auto cut feature to cut out those dead spaces, and then we're gonna take it from there. Let's jump into it. Alrighty, so we have Premiere open, and all I'm gonna do is just drag in this clip right over the import media thing. You can import media or you could just drag it in. Then as soon as I have this clip in here, I'm just gonna drag it onto my timeline. That's gonna auto create a sequence, as you just saw in the top left. I'm gonna go ahead and play it, but you can see in the waveform right here that there's all this dead space, right? Where the waveform isn't. That's when I left spots for pauses and for me to think. Also, I made them long on purpose so I could show the feature itself live. This is my test video. So you're gonna see I'm gonna take these long pauses. I'm purposely leaving spaces in between so I can show how the auto cut feature works in Premiere. That's no way, I just pre-fired that. To be honest, this is really simple and you can do it too. That sounds great. It gives you time to think. Okay. Time to pause. Time to pause. Like this, like right now, like this super long pause that we can see in the waveform right here. That's fantastic. What else? And I just took an extra long pause, but you never even knew because it's edited now. So
Okay.
This is a sample video. I will
You get it.
see you back in the tutorial. Okay, cool. Now we're back. Thank you, Matthew, for that. What we're gonna do with this clip is we're gonna select it. This tab up here that says text, we're gonna go and click that tab. Now there's this big blue button. It says transcribe. Go ahead and click that button. What it's gonna do is it's gonna load out the transcription, and that is gonna give us the key to cutting out the dead spaces. If you go ahead and press this button as soon as it's done, you'll see that you can actually select the pauses, and all you have to do is just press delete right here. Just delete all. And look, it auto cut all of the pauses out. Now, the pauses aren't like perfectly cut. They're gonna have like little bit of give here, but it does the general job for you. You're gonna have to slice it up a little bit more. Obviously, you can see where the waveform starts, so you just have to do small adjustments like that. And essentially, it just saved you so much time. If you have like an hour-long clip, it basically saves you so much time here. This is saving you so much time. And sometimes it's not that sensitive, so you have to go back and, you know, select some pauses and take them out. Obviously, I was using the razor tool there, but generally it's a huge time saver because you're cutting out the bulk with the auto tool and just doing the fine edging of the clips on the aftermath. This is my test video. I'm purposely leaving spaces in between so I can show how the auto cut feature works in Premiere. To be honest, this is really simple and you can do it too. It gives you time to think, time to pause, and I just took an extra long pause, but you never even knew because it's edited now. So this is a sample video. I will see you back in the tutorial. Alrighty. So what we're gonna do now that we have this mediocre clip of me talking is go back up to this this window on the top left, the project window. Now, if you could see, the file to the right is actually our sequence. So I'm just gonna double click it and name it sequence. If you remember, this was the auto sequence that we generated when we just dragged it onto the timeline. Now that we're happy with how much dead space we've cut out of the footage, whatever the cut is in general, you can do this with honestly anything. You don't have to do it with just dead space cutting out footage. This applies to literally anything Premiere to After Effects. But for the sake of the tutorial, I'll show you how to do this as well. But that being said, as your cut is done, what you want to do is literally just open up your After Effects. Mine happens to be open right behind this. I'm going to take this sequence and just drag it in. Voila. Now what you want to do is you want to take this sequence and you want to drag it right into this composition button right here, and it's going to create its own comp. Obviously, you see it now, composition settings. It's going to match, right? And if we press play right here, it's going to be exactly what we have up in Premiere. This is my test video.
I'm purposely leaving spaces in between so I can show how the auto cut feature works in Premiere. To be honest, this is really simple and you can do it too. It gives you time to think, time to pause, and I just took an extra long pause, but you never even knew because it's edited.
All right, we get the point, but honestly, that extra long pause, something happened with the exposure and it kind of flicked, so I kind of like sold on that. But what we can do here in After Effects is we can do things like animate all of this over, like it's like it's nested now. Since the cuts aren't there, we can scale throughout all of the cuts, you know? We can also do things like go up to layer, new, adjustment layer. We can grab a camera blur from the effects panel, put that on our adjustment layer, and let's dial this up. What we can do at any point now is sort of just blur in and out, something in After Effects I like to do when popping up texts. So if you press U, you'll see all of your keyframes here. Say if I wanted to have some sort of text pop up here, I would much rather have the background be blurred so I could have better text hierarchy. Like if we type in test video here. This is my test video. This is my test video. I'm test video. I test video. I'm video. It's my test video. All right, so say we have the blur coming in right about here. We're gonna have it hold for a little bit, and that's when our text's gonna come on, and then it's going to exit out here, and that's when our text's gonna come off. I say test video, so I'm just literally gonna have test video pop up. The reason why Premiere to After Effects is so useful is if I wanted to do anything here while I'm editing like text over this video, the Adobe Dynamic Link actually like live updates. Luckily, I don't need to make any changes, so I'm just gonna edit this text in ways that obviously I wouldn't want to do in Premiere. So I'm gonna take this scale and I'm going to set it to pop in. It's easy as these keyframes. Test video. And I'm going to make a separate layer that says video. Test video. I'm test video. I test video. I'm test video. Test video. All right, I went ahead and put like a little overlay blend mode on there, and I'm gonna go ahead and put a drop shadow effect on both of them. This is gonna give us a little bit more contrast for the word. My test video. I'm purposely leaving a test video. And let's just do a little fade in the beginning with a little opacity, and then we're just gonna see what we have here. This is my test video. I'm purposely leaving spaces in between, so that's actually pretty good. As you can see here, it's pretty much something that you would wanna keep in After Effects. You know, you can do this exact effect in Premiere. Don't get me wrong. I made it so that you could do the exact same effect in Premiere, right? But you could do anything now that you're in After Effects. I mean, I just made this on the tutorial, but now that you're in After Effects, you could do anything. Doing this in Premiere and actually keyframing in Premiere takes 10 times as long. In my opinion, the keyframing setup here is just easier to see. You can zoom in, you can edit live, and it isn't just in the corner, in this top left corner, super small on Premiere. That's where it is. Personally, me, I love to keyframe inside of After Effects. So if I have some text that I want to put on the screen, using this dynamic link straight from Premiere, straight from Premiere to After Effects, I'm gonna use it. This Premiere link to After Effects is just something that's very essential for saving time. I would say for saving time, it's super essential, because I say this because the thing that we are skipping is the export. There's no need for export here. It's just a simple drag and drop. And that's why I wanted to make a video on it. It's so simple, and I feel like it's so underutilized. People do export and stuff, but that's realistically reserved for extremely big and heavy files, I feel like. For something small and light, definitely use the dynamic link. And you know what's the best part is if you want to take this all back into Premiere, you actually can. All you have to do is just take this comp and drag it into Premiere. It's the same process. You just go and drag it in. But now you're back in Premiere, back at home, and there was really no need to worry, export, or waste your time. You just have to watch this video first. And that's how easy it is to cut, animate, and polish your footage without even leaving the timeline. Big shout out to this subscriber for the suggestion. And if you have a workflow or an idea or tutorial that you want to see me break down next, drop it in the comments and I got you. You may get shouted out in the next video. If you watched this far into the video, you are a GOAT. You clearly want to get better, so good luck to you. I wish you the best, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe and put on those post notifications though, and I'll see you in the next one.